Vanguard once again, Dear Days 1. And if you are having a little tough time waking up in the morning, all you gotta do is put on Dear Days 1 because the soundtrack literally hypes me up. I feel like that John Cena meme where he's dancing to that one song where he goes like this. I don't know if you guys remember that. I do. Lives rent-free in this head. Press any button. Don't mind if I skidoo. Well, I waited too long. Now it's going to the opening credits, but that's fine by me because we're in no rush. We're picking back up to where we left off. So what we have been doing was we beat the first team, full of bullies. They disbanded. Doshi seems to be like joining our ranks per se. It seems like that anyways. And now we're facing off against a new team called Draco Moon. We are, I think, tied in the series. I beat one of my old basketball chums. And now I think we're about to face off against their boss, no, we're not. We're gonna continue the training arc against Masaru, apparently. Or maybe Masaru is the one facing off against their boss, which is a very cool, well-designed fellow. And that's where we are, so let's continue. Yeah, no, I gotta shower. Peace. Not that guy, 04. You gotta shower. Peace. That's a shame. Well, maybe I'll see you later, but enjoy your shower nonetheless. And here we are. Here we are. And I made the same mistake that I made yesterday, and that apparently OBS is defaulting to like the main camera face view instead of the game view, but I caught it early this time, so that's good for me. Yuki Itijoji is obviously going through something. A lot of ellipses for some reason. So this is where you are. Masaru, I'm sorry. I promise you I'd find a way, but... Listen, you don't need to worry about that. Oh, I remember now. So the last thing that happened was like a very brief cutscene that apparently we lost in that cutscene without any sort of ado. You know what I'm saying? It was a very weird cutscene. I know you might get mad at me for saying this, but I feel strangely relieved for someone who just lost. Well, I guess I'm always losing. I lost all my fights today. Still, it feels like I lost in a different way today. If you'll let me also say something that might make you mad. Aren't you scared of losing, Masaru? Scared? I mean, look at what happens when you lose. Your hopes and dreams all come crumbling down. That's a bit dramatic, just like that. Losing even closes doors in your life. Our team might have disbanded. My dream of being Setsuketsuka might have ended, but it doesn't mean that I'm done with Vanguard. Wait, what the hell did I miss? A lot of things happened in that very brief cutscene at the end of yesterday's stream. A ton. And it was represented literally just by like silence and characters coming into the frames. That's it. What in the world? The way I want to keep on playing Vanguard through all the losses, how do I explain it? I don't know. Ichidoji, fight me right now. I'll teach you just how incredible losses in Vanguard are. You'll understand. I know you will. Okay, so we're fighting Masaru once again. We fought him many times. The most out of everybody, in fact. Most of the time I've been playing with this deck right here, Bruce. I tried this deck. I'm not going to play this deck again. And the reason why is because their automatic effect doesn't work. It's broken. So I'm not going to I don't like that. I'm going to try this deck. Never played this deck before. But variety is the spice of life, some people say. Alright, let's do scissors. I lost. I'm going second. That's not good. Maybe I am destined to lose this battle. That's the way the story seems to have been going anyways. And we're going to send back our triggers. Be confirmed. And I got a grade 0 trigger and a grade 2, 10,000 power, 13, 6,000, and what is this? 5,000. Did he get a new deck again? Masaru is like me in real life. Just like full of decks. Alright, so what do I want to send back? probably my grade 0. Well, let me just read it. Nothing. All right, it's just a card with a little bit of guarding in that card. Ability to be resolved. When this unit is rode upon, if you went second, okay, I don't mind going second now. That's pretty nice. All right, I only have one card to play. Let's read it. When this card is discarded from your hand during your ride phase, you may call this card to a rear. Okay, I made a mistake. I should have read that card instead of discarding this card. But, yeah, it would have given me an extra card in hand. That was silly. That will teach me to read cards. Let's put it in... Actually, it's a 6,000, so I can't even attack with it. But if I attack with my Vanguard, I could trigger powering it up, and maybe, just maybe, I can attack with it. All right, let's try that. Let's try that, and because I don't want to make any more mistakes, let's read the cards. When this unit is placed on B by the Regal dress, what in the hell? That's the first time I've seen this. Until end of turn, this unit gets plus 15,000, and if you Persona Road this turn, it gets an extra crit. At the end of your turn, choose a card with Regal. What the hell is Regal dress? From your soul, and write it as a exhausted. Weird. Don't rightly know what that means. What does this card say? At the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. If you have 4 or more units, Soul Blast 1 and retire this unit. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 grade 2 or greater units from among them. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. Shuffle your deck. If you not reveal a card, draw a card. When this unit intercepts, if you have a card with Regal form and its card name in your soul, this unit gets plus 10,000 until the end of turn. Whoa. Youth Perk. Hey, Youth Perk is something that people in the chat have mentioned multiple times. I think Emptiness was one of them. When this card would be wrote upon, it is also regarded as Youth Perk Skyfall Arms. There is the first Regal dress in the starting text, so maybe that's what I've been looking for. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, choose up to 1 card with Regal form in its card name. From your hand, write it as a stood up card, and it gets drive 2 until end of turn. That's cool. That's really cool. Regal form in its name. No, Regal dress. No, Regal form in its card name. I don't have anything with Regal form in the card name. There's one. Okay, this and this goes together like ice cream and apple pie. The combination I actually don't like. But it's a phrase. People say it. Trust. Alright, let's get a trigger. D skill, I think that means trigger. No, it does not. And I think I would rather have drawn that card in a deck like this. But still unsure. It would be nice. It would be nice to have that in hand when I have a Regal form. I'm gonna read it again. That's a lot of text. Okay, I want to play this with having this in my hand. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna say no guard. I'm gonna take that attack. Let's see if I can make that happen. With. I would like to have that perfect card. I don't have a single perfect card in my hand. That actually is a little scary. But I think I'm just gonna take all these attacks. I'm gonna save my hand until I have a better overall feeling of the deck that I'm playing. Another whiff and another perfect guard. Okay, I think I might be destined to lose this game after all. Another no guard. Going down to 3 damage. On turn 3, that would have been nice. 3 attacks ago. Sometimes it'll be like that though. Right. I will send away. Does any of these say? Let's read this one. No, doesn't say anything. When your Vanguard is placed by the Regal dress ability, when this unit intercepts, I think this is the right choice. So I'm gonna send that away. Alright, what does this one say? During the battle of this unit, look at the top 3 cards. What is happening? Soul Blast. Oh, I see. I'm gonna say Q, check board. When this unit is rode upon by units with Regal addressability, who's a grade 2 or greater? When this unit is boosted, I guess I'll just choose this one. You saw a card. I'm gonna add it to my hand. My hand is full of these now. I am concentrating. Put under your deck bottom verse. Probably doesn't really matter, does it? Seems like it's gonna be shuffled multiple times. Alright, now I can play some grade 2s, which is exciting. What does this grade 2 say? Okay. What does this grade 2 say? Ooh, an intercept. I'm gonna play that because I'm in the position to need to intercept going forward. Indubitably. Because I'm at 3. And that's Vicarious. This would be my 4th unit. So this ability is gonna go off. I can Soul Blast. I do have 1 in my soul. Choose up to 1 grade 2 or high. I don't know if that's the right thing to do in this scenario. I kind of want to play this card. I'm not sure because I'm going to retire. Because I'm going to retire this card via its ability, maybe it's good to play that card there. I think I'm just going to end the phase and attack. I believe it's correct to attack with my Vanguard first in hopes I get my triggers. I got one. Okay. They didn't guard, so that attack's gonna go through. So I will give it to this one because the effect says when I attack a Vanguard. So if they have an ability that boosts them for some reason, I'm not sure, but I think that's correct. Okay, that was correct because they got a trigger. And they're boosting up. Okay, that was the correct decision. I can still attack with my Vanguard. I hate that when I press C to like view a card, it doesn't automatically go away. I'm actually really disliking that at the moment. I've been disliking it, to be honest. It's a horrible feature. It's very cumbersome. But let me just get in the habit of pressing C 3 times. We're gonna activate the ability. We're gonna Soul Blast my 1 remaining soul. We're gonna choose this card because it's mandatory. It should just do it for me, but sometimes it'd be like that. Well, that makes my decision easy, I suppose. Literally the same 3. What are the odds of that? A, I'm not sure. Which one? I can't attack the Vanguard anymore. So which one is better? Soul Charge 1. This has already done its thing, so the better thing to do is probably attack that one. So that is what I shall do. Get rid of the grade 2 that soul charges, but their soul is already pretty high. That was a decent turn. I feel okay about that turn. 13,000, grade 3, soul 7. Let me read this card. Not that card, I want to read this card. When this unit attacks, I can counter blast and perform all the following according to the number of cards in your soul. Okay, as of right now, they're only at draw a card. But 3 more, they get plus 10,000 an extra crit, which is kind of dangerous. So let's see. I'm gonna start with an intercept, putting me at 15. But as we know now, we want to be 10 above what they're gonna be. So I shall guard with this, which puts me at 20, and guard with that, which puts me at 25, which will successfully protect me from a drive check that was successful. V confirmed. That's all I'm gonna do. 3. Oof. Okay, that was the right decision. But I'm about to get hit with a 20,000 But this doesn't have an effect, I don't believe so. So even though that guard cost me 3 cards, I feel like it might have been okay because it leaves my zones open to play these cards, and I feel like that's what this deck wants to do. Ooh, I drew a card. That's helpful. The boost isn't very helpful. When I've already taken the damage, I was going to take that turn. It's 4 damage to 2. He has 6 cards. Right deck. I will send away... What do I want to send away? I can Persona Ride. Boom. I kind of want my 15. I'm going to send one of these away. I don't think I need all of them. My Grade 3 Vanguard is here. I have 1 in the soul. I'm going to grab another Grade 2. I'll Counter Blast that card. And I will choose maybe this, even though it doesn't give me like any guarding ability. Let me read this again. When this card will be wrote upon, it is also regarded as the Youthberg Skyfall Arms. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, choose up to 1 card with Regal form in its card name. Ooh. Write it. And it gets my... Man. How does that work? I already have 1 of them. I'm not sure how that works. At the end of the... Okay, let me think about this. C. Okay, this is going to attack. Then that means I can call upon this. Then, in that same battle, will that have crit too? So maybe... Why is this such a difficult... Okay, what I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put this in my right rear. I'm going to hit W in main phase. I'm going to start by attacking with my Vanguard, hoping for a trigger. This should activate, right? Okay, that's 2 whiffs. That's not good. Animation, very cool, but I want to know if it activates the way I'm thinking it will. Whiff. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay. Ooh. I thought I was not understanding, and that would be embarrassing. Oh, it rides on him. I didn't think that when you're... Okay, that's cool. Choose... This one's highlighted, so I'm just going to choose that one first, and maybe it will allow me to do the other one too. I'm not sure if activation timing is a real big factor in this game like it is in Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm going to try to use my triggers in the appropriate manner, or at least that what I deem them to be. 4 damage to 3 damage. I will attack with it once again, which is the Vanguard attacking, which means I can drive check again. And the effect says I can drive check even more, potentially. Ooh, a crit. That's not good for me. Can I still attack with this? 18 plus 6. I will be able to. Okay, I thought I was going to drive check, but apparently not. But that's fine. I don't know why I didn't drive check that time. Pretty sure the effect literally says I do drive check. Okay. I could have won that turn if I played another card. Okay, okay, I see what's happening. That was a secondary effect. Persona Ride. Cool animation. Soul is 7, 8. I have 2 15s, and I have a 5. So I have 35,000 to protect myself against these attacks. 20. Oh, their weakest is freaking 28? Okay, I lost unless I freaking get super lucky. Okay, okay. I'm gonna say no guard at that one. I'm not sure why, it just felt like the okay thing to do. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier. The reason why, the logic behind why I said no guard at that was specifically for that. I was hoping for a trigger to make it less expensive to guard for future attacks. The effect happens. That looks kind of cool. Very colorful. I like how colorful all these cards are. 43 coming at my face. Crit 2. Okay. I'm gonna have to. I literally have to. So like, there's really no thought process behind guarding with everything. And hoping they whiff. Because if they hit one trigger, I'm a goner. Why is it trying to allow me to like guard with things that don't have guard in them? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, and they hit a trigger. What? Why did they give it that? Okay. I have no more guards available to me, so this is going through. They have crit 2 on this one. However, I can still trigger something. Crazier things have happened. Damn. I only damage check once, don't I? Yeah, I only damage check once. But that could have been so cool. Oh, that could have been so cool if that was a heal trigger. I kind of like this deck. And now that I know that, okay, I made a mistake. I think I could have won that game if I didn't make that mistake. If I gave my front row a left unit when I thought the effect was going to put a unit there, that would have changed the game, for sure. Skip, we already witnessed this. B skip, yes, skip the story. We don't need to hear your woes and your ellipses. Let's try the Teacher Sanctuary once again. This time I won't make any, well, I probably will make a mistake, but none dire than the mistake I made last game. That's gonna be my goal. I'm going first, which should help. Over trigger, you're going back. Front trigger, you're going back. Grade 2, grade 3, I don't need 2 grade 2s. My voice just cracked. How embarrassing. Let me read this card real quick. If you have a Vanguard with Youth Bark in its card name, Counterblast 2, let's send that one back. Why not? 2 grade 0s, 2 grade 2s, and a grade 3. Not the best reroll, but we'll take it. We're going to send back. One of these cards might have... Ooh, a perfect guard. I didn't get any of those last game. When this unit intercepts, okay. One of them might say... No. Okay, I was just checking to see if anyone says that if you discard it, it goes into the rear guard. So I shall send back a grade 0. And the reason why is because I plan to use the grade 2s to intercept. And they're just as good as the 15,000 guard, if not better. I'm not going to make the mistake of calling my grade 1, which is a Sentinel. I did that in one of my very first Cardfight Vanguard video, and the chat laughed at me, and it stung. It didn't actually sting, but it was helpful to learn to not make that mistake, because I don't think I made that mistake since. The people in the chat were very helpful to point that out, that was a mistake. Okay, I'm going to say no guard, because I think it's beneficial, especially with the downside being taking 1 damage this turn. I mean, they could have triggered a critical, of course. But going to 1 and drawing in this case, not so bad. Because that means the heal trigger, if they do gain one of those, it's not going to affect them as much. Plus, it allows me to trigger a heal trigger as well, which seems nice. This one says to discard, right? Yes, it is. Boom. Art with attacking with a 10,000 Jabronson.
ノーガードだ
No Gaga.
ダメージチェック
Ooh, he whiffed. That was great for me. Which means I can. Do I want to attack my Vanguard? Because if he does damage check, boosts him. But I have 16,000. This attack boosts 18,000. Okay, I think it's better to attack with my Vanguard in case he triggers something, because then I could trigger something myself and attack with the third thing this turn, which seems good. Oh, I forgot my Vanguard does that. Oh, I healed. That was fortuitous. Exactly what I was saying when I was explaining why I took the initial damage. Was exactly for that scenario. And now I can attack once again. Boom.
ガード
Alright, he's down to 6 cards in hand. I don't mind him guarding early on because that means he has less cards in his hand, which means less threat. Because it seems like if your hand fizzles early, you have little chance to really come back. I'm gonna say no guard for the same logic as previously described.
ドライブチェック
I'm definitely gonna save my Sentinel when things go horribly awry. I definitely feel like now that I've realized how my Vanguard works, I feel much more comfortable in this game.
ターンエンド
They still only have, they must be whiffing because like their deck was way better in the previous round. Do I have one thing that says discard? Yes, I have it again. I love that card. It just seems so valuable. We will activate this effect. Put it in the left because this one says no. Don't do that. I want to see this card. This card. No. I want to see this card. Why won't you let? Oh my gosh, that is so annoying. The UI of this game is so annoying. All right. I'm pretty sure this is the one that says if I intercept with it, blah blah blah, boost it, blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Boom. Okay. We're going to. We have this card in our hand. So we shall. What do I want to do? Because this is when things get tricky. This means I can call upon the Regal card in my hand, which is this, to do some fancy thingy-majigs. The question then becomes, do I want to boost my right? I have a Sentinel, and I have two 15s in my hand. The boost is only by, I don't know if this is the right decision, but it feels good to do. I like boosting things, as most people would. Now, the question is, do I attack with my Vanguard first? I believe I'm going to.
ノーガード
No guard! Ooh, and I get a crit. Since he's not guarding, I might as well give it to this to get as much damage through as possible. I think that's a better thing to do. Although, I could have given the extra damage to another card, but he has plenty of cards in his hand to guard with. So, I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but it felt good in the moment. And isn't that what life's all about? A heal trigger, and he can heal, which makes me feel better about giving the crit to the attacking Vanguard. Effect happens, call upon the Regal card in my hand. Ba-boom. Automatic effect activates. Boosting it up. Now wait a second, let me read this card again. So what I was confused about the previous one is, let me look at the soul, is this. Regal performance card name, write it, and it gets drive. Oh, drive -2 until end of turn. I thought that was saying drive 2. I thought it was giving it drive 2. Okay. Apparently I'm not good at mathematics because I missed the minus symbol. Yo, happy you're streaming regularly. Butterhugger, thanks for coming back, even though I know this is not your game of choice, but I am going to stream Magic the Gathering later today after I do some chores and whatnot. But thank you for being happy that I'm streaming regularly again, because honestly, I love streaming. It just makes me happy. It's weird. I wouldn't think it. I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy. I love it. And I love this game. And I miss Magic the Gathering as well. Getting back to the game. No drive checks happen, and they're at 20,000 power. So that means I can't attack with my rears, which is lame, but I guess it's to be expected. The automatic effect happens, and I think it just sends it back to my hand, right? It does. Okay. And my soul it goes back to 2. And this needs to be shaken up more, because I just saw some floofy gunk in my drink. And that's not appetizing. And now they're having some more cards on the board. What I will say about Masaru's new deck is it's very colorful. It reminds me of some Arc Revive bull crap. But who doesn't love some colors in their life? They're at Soul 10, which means that they're gonna have some nutty effects. 15 to 13. I have a Sentinel in my hand, and I have a 15,000 Garter on deck, ready to go against this one right here. Be confirmed. Game I know or not, I know that you will make it a good time. Thank you, man. You're so nice, Butterhugger. I miss streaming and I miss you, Butterhugger. That's really, at the very least, good background noise from Brain Popper Online. Popper Online. So that means you're playing Magic the Gathering online. You know, I looked at that Magic the Gathering online because of you and Ian telling me about Magic the Gathering online, and the cosmetics of the game kind of retro. I kind of dig it, to be honest with you. Kind of cool. All right, we're gonna choose to blast that card. Once again, I'm not under the knowledge. I'm not privy to whether or not in the decks that I'm playing with, whether it matters which ones I blast. So far, it hasn't seemed to matter, but I'm sure it will eventually. But until then, I'm just gonna fly off the seat of my pants, wherever that phrase goes. We're gonna say no guard to this one because 28,000 is a whole heaping mess of amount of damage to take. I do know it's crit 2. The power up is kind of lame. I hate powering up when it's the last attack of the round. Ooh, 2 draws though is extremely nice. Gonna boost up my Vanguard. Pat myself on the back for being 33,000 power for the time being. Okay, we can Persona Ride, which I believe gives me crit 2, doesn't it? Or does it just give me a Baboost? I think it might just give me a Baboost. But Persona Ride, that's the new, it gives the boost to the whole row. So no, it doesn't give an extra crit, but it is powerful nonetheless. Do I have any orders in my hand? No, and I don't think I want to do anything else. I think I'm just gonna hit WN phase. Go to battle phase. Okay, I think I made the mistake of attacking with my Vanguard first, which I think it would have been better to attack with my weaker one first because I can only get one attack off in the previous turn. So I think this might mean that I'll get at least 2. Ooh, crit. That's not good. Maybe I won't after all. 23? No, I can still attack with my Vanguard at the very least. Okay, if I attack with this, it's gonna go through, forcing him to guard if he can. He does have an interceptor here, which he uses, which might tell me that he has very little in his hand to guard with. 2 more attacks this round. This one is still gonna go through, regardless of needing to hope for a trigger off the drive check. 2 guards hit the field. 53 versus... Not enough. 29 versus... 2 whiff. But that's... Wait a second, my effect doesn't go through because it's... Oh, it does? Oh, I thought it said if the attack goes through unguarded. But that must have been the other card. What happened there? Maybe it didn't. Let me read more thoroughly and clearly. Get off my screen. I want to read this. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Regal form. I had a Regal form in my hand, don't I? Oh, I don't. It must have been in the drop zone. Wow. That's new and powerful information. Okay, let's not make that mistake again. We're gonna do a perfect guard, hoping that he doesn't hit another crit. Let's do this one, the discard. And then we're gonna hit no guard with anything else. I hate that it asked me after a sentinel, but I'm sure that there's probably scenarios where I would want to put another card in that. A 10,000 booster, no matter. We can get through that. We have 2 15s in the hand. Yeah, it's actually kind of cool. It was made in 2002 from Poker Client. It gives like Spider Solitaire Poker Client kind of vibes. That actually makes a lot of sense. Alright, are they still crit 1? They are crit 1, so that means I'm going to take the damage. I'm not going to spend any more resources to guard against that. Ooh, whiff. But now we're at 4 damage to 4 damage, so that gives me more opportunities for some big triggers. The Regal form is back in my hand. Love to see that for me. We're going to say end phase. We're not going to write anything. We're going to... end of phase once again. We're going to do the same thing we did last time, except this time it's going to work. Because I have the Regal form in my hand. No guard! He's going to 5! What is that? What is that red card in his hand? Is that his right deck card in his hand? How did that happen? I didn't pay more attention because that's interesting. Alright, we're going to do it again. 16 to his 13, he's guards with the 15,000. That means no damage check, which means this is going to go through. And force him to guard again. His hand's at 6. He guards with the 50,000 over trigger. A whiff. Another whiff. Okay, I'm not doing good. And that's probably because I put many triggers on the bottom of my deck. Because of this effect. And we have 2 Regal forms in our hand now. Baboose. Making it hard for him to guard against it. Attack. No drive is happening, unfortunately. A perfect guard. Nice to get that out of his hand. And he's down to 3 cards in his hand. Still 2 attacking units on the board. Automatic effect happens. Bringing back this one, I suppose? I'm not sure. I don't think it matters. And my soul is at 4. I have a slew of cards in my hand to guard against his attacks with. He now has 3 attacking units, 3 cards in his hand, 23,000. Okay. 15,000 is going to guard against this card. So, I believe this says I get... This does not have Regal form in his card name. None of them do. Huh. That kind of tells me that maybe the effect of going into, like, exhausting my command, like my Vanguard, is optional. Because when else would you have the ability to have a Regal form card Youth Burke in his name. This is Youth Burke. Whew. Interesting. I'm not sure which one to do now. I think I'm just spending it from the hand. I'm gonna spend 115,000 guard from the hand and say no guard with anything else. That's gonna successfully guard against that first attack.
Vanguardにアタック
Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this 15,000. But actually, I'm gonna use 210. I'm gonna use 2 5s. Nope, that's not enough. That would give me at 23. So I'm gonna spend 115 to do it. And I think I'm going to, on his last attack, because I'm kind of scared of his crit, because he seems to be freaking getting a lot of crit triggers.
アタックとっておきは最後に使うもんだ
Maybe I don't have enough to block against, guard against
パ
this.
ワープラス
That was his last counter blast that he could do. He's at crit 2.
メリオルコールパワープ
He
ラス
stood them up. This mad lag. Okay, I made a mistake. And he retired the rest. That is an insane card. Okay. Well, that is 33. This is 38. This is 43. This puts me high enough to guard against a trigger. It is spending my entire hand, sans 1.
ドライブチェック
If he freaking, okay, I was about to say, if he freaking triggers twice, I'll lose it. But his other cards are freaking 30 and 38. And I'm at 4. So I'm gonna have to get lucky with my triggers. That doesn't do anything. So why do you ask? I hate that you ask. It's salt in the wounds.
ダメージチェック
Come on, heal. And it's a whiff. I need to heal.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Give me a heal. I know I will lose. Come on, heal.
ドロートリガー
For a small, brief, fleeting
パ
moment,
ワープラス
I thought I did it.
いいヴァンガードファイトでした
Okay, let me think about the game. Let's see if let me think of any obvious misplays. I think maybe I don't have to say yes to the effect of getting rid of the Revel form card. I think I can leave it there. Even though it says automatic effect, I don't think I have to say yes to it. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna read that card real quick. And this is the card I'm referring to. No, it's not this card. It's the Revel form card. Where is it? It's this. This is the one I was referring to. At the end of your turn, choose a card with Revel dress ability from your soul and write it. Automatic ability. So that means I have to do it? Okay. I think it means that I have to do it, but I'm going to choose to play this deck again because it's kind of a fun deck to play with. That's 1. 2, it feels like a hurdle I have to overcome at this point to win with this deck. And I'm sure I'm misplaying still with it, even though I'm 2 games in. I shouldn't be. Be confirmed.
スタンドアップヴァンガードスタンド&ドロー
What is going on with this freaking drink? Why is there so much powder still? Ride. Do I have one of the cards to say if I discard it? I do not. I have a bunch of grade 2s, which isn't the best for me. Intercept, if you have a Vanguard Revel, and then what does this one say? If you have a Vanguard with Youth, I think this is at least impactful. It hasn't been activated 1 time. So let's do that. You know, I was really impressed by this drink I was planning to consume right now up until this point. I have no other card to play this turn. That turn 1, not the greatest for me. But I still have hopes. I can turn this thing around and win. I think I have to win as quickly as possible to win against this deck, because once he has a soul of 10 plus, it seems pretty darn hard to do. I'm gonna take that attack. Pretty unscary deck in turns 1, 2, and maybe even 3. But after that, man, it really pops off. A draw trigger, pretty nice. The boost on turn 2 doesn't feel nice. Don't like that for me in the slightest. Ride once again. We have 3 of them. We probably don't need 3 of them, so that's the one I'm gonna choose. We will choose this one, a Soul Blast. I saw mini cards, and I have no valid targets for said cards, but I can call upon a card, and I can call upon a 10,000 card. And I'm only putting 1 trigger back to the bottom of my deck, so that means I didn't get rid of many triggers like I did last game, which will be helpful because I didn't do a very good job of drive checking last game, which didn't help. But obviously that's an excuse, and we don't want to be full of excuses. The fact of the matter is we lost and we suck. When your Vanguard is placed by the readable addressability, kind of blast, and it gets plus 10,000, that's kind of nice. Not bad. I kind of like that. And in fact, I don't think I've played this card in the first 2 games with this deck. Let's try something new, if you don't mind. And they're both interceptors. The 2 cards that I could also play in my hand are interceptors, so little reason to play them in my rear zones. Another whip, and it's a Sentinel. I don't like that for me. Ooh, a new Vanguard player playing Youthberg. Interesting. I was originally Buzzkilla. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you for your comment. And I was playing the Bruce because I watched a few episodes of the first Overdress season, and I was like, oh, hey, Bruce, that's the main character energy, so I started with that. Then I tried the Stoia deck, which was a good deck. I don't think I lost with that deck. However, I didn't want to continue playing that deck because apparently in Dear Days 1, it's broken. Like, the effect is broken, so when you use it, it doesn't do what it says it does when it stands up your rear units, which I don't like playing broken things, you know what I'm saying? So I just chose not to play it anymore. And this is the other deck I have besides those 2. So I'm just trying as many decks as possible to find out which one I like. I do like this deck. It's full of cool, good-looking cards. However, I have yet to win with it, which is sad, in a way. Alright, he's at 2 damage, I'm at 1 damage. I'm going to take this attack, methinks. And although this drink is not mixing very well today, in a heal unit when I'm at 1 damage to his 2? You gotta be kidding me. Sometimes it'd be like that. This game really wants me to lose Masaru. I was kicking Masaru's butt before today. Apparently he ate his Wheaties this morning. He's attacking with a 10,000 unit against my 20,000. So he's literally just wanting a trigger. Ballsy move! I can respect that though. Seems like something I would do. Did he get it? I missed it. I was too busy with my drink. 10,000 coming at my 10,000 rear units. I'm gonna say no guard against that. I'd rather keep the cards in my hand because the cards in my hand are a precious resource to me. Ooh, that's a good drink. All right. Do I have one that says discard this card? I have a Sentinel. That's nice. This card has only been detrimental to me, so I'm gonna discard it. Say, screw you, Angry Birds. We'll automatically apply the effects. We'll Soul Blast the Tiger, because it reminds me of a Yu-Gi-Oh card I kind of like. From the 5Ds era, we will add one of these to my hand because it has the Revel Dress thing. In fact, we're going to... We're gonna call it. We're gonna call upon it. And we're gonna leave the rest in our hand. We're gonna leave our Vanguard in our hand to Persona Ride the next turn. We haven't, this is order, right? How do I, normal order. Play this with Counterblast cost. If you have a Vanguard with Revel Dress ability, search your deck for up. Let's go, this was clutch. Counterblast my remaining units. Another reason why taking damage is good, which I like. Revel Born Nest. He's a zesty guy, but sometimes that's alright. Now, we're cooking with peanut oil. That's what we're doing. We shall attack with our Vanguard first. Hope for some drive units. Yeah, do this, fix it, and it does function better. Wait, you don't have a Revel Dress card in hand? But I do now. I do now. I think, right? That's what I just added. Wait a second. Revel Form is the Revel Dress card, right? You're making me second guess myself. Okay, it is. I think it is. It doesn't have it in its name, but it does have it in its text box, which I'm gonna hope that's good enough. And what did I trigger? I missed the trigger. It's a draw trigger. Well, I normally would give it to one of my rears. Nah, I'm giving it to my rears. Yeah. I was gonna say, I wonder how it would work if I gave it to my Vanguard, and then my Vanguard's effect activates, which puts the Revel Form card on top of my Vanguard. Would I keep that Baboose? Question mark? I was thinking about doing it just to find out the answer to that. Yes, that's a Revel Dress card. Okay. I'm glad that what I thought was right, because my world view would have been altered if I was wrong. Which, who wants that? Effect activates. Revel Form. We will revolve like a revolving door into my Vanguard. Baboosting it, so now all of my units are baboosted. He's at 3 damage and 6 cards in his hand. If he's definitely gonna be able to, because these are interceptors, but they're only 5,000, so he's gonna have to, if he has absolutely nothing in his hand, he's gonna take 2 damage at the very least. We will attack with my 20,000 units. He is blocking, guarding I should say, with a card from hand for 15,000 additional points. He's back to 10,000. I'm gonna attack with my 20,000. 15,000 hits the board as a guard again. Now, a 15,000 isn't gonna cut it. He's gonna have to do more than a 15,000. Is he gonna? Ooh, he's gonna no guard against it. Cool animation happens. Another cool animation with like a sphere. Not a sphere. What the hell am I talking about? Javelin is what I meant to say. Okay, the question I had pondered before this game started was whether or not this activation was mandatory, if I could have said no to it. The answer to that question is no, it is mandatory. I have to do it. Which makes some of the cards kind of doesn't make much sense to me, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't make much sense to me because it says if you have a Revel Form card, you know, in play, you get a boost. Well, I guess that's the whole name of the game. Okay, never mind. I'm tripping. We're going to say no guard. I have a Sentinel in my hand. I'm going to save my Sentinel once his soul is higher than 10. Because when it's higher than 10, my God, is his soul on fire, and he can freaking Rip me a new one, that's for sure. You don't keep the trigger boost after Regal Address. Don't keep the trigger boost after Regal Address. Okay, that is great to know. Buzzkilla, you are a very helpful fella, man. I really appreciate you because you're teaching me and I don't have to learn from my mistakes where I would have otherwise needed to have done, which is fun in some regard, but when you're doing it over and over, it gets tiresome, if you know what I'm saying. Do I want to lose this card? Let me read it again. I don't want to lose it. I don't. And it's only 10,000. So I don't really fancy this card, Internalized Mage. So I'm going to externalize the Internalized Mage. Get him out of here. I'm going to save my boost effect. That's the whole reason I even played these boost effects. So now, I don't have a Revolt Form card in my hand, do I? So it's kind of a moot point here. But I still think it's worthwhile in case I could draw it, you know what I'm saying? Because if I attack with my Vanguard, I could draw it, but then if I draw it off of my drive check, yeah, because my effect says at the end of the battle, so if I drive check, put it in my hand, which I have 4 of them in my deck. I've seen one of them, so it's 3. It's 3 out of 30, basically. 1 in 10 chance to draw it. Now it's even better, and that's still 1 in 30 chance. But I can Persona Ride, which boosts my units anyways. Yes. Persona Ride. Cool animation. Alright. We're gonna see if what I think is gonna happen happens. And if you didn't catch that, what I think is gonna happen is I'm going to attack with my Vanguard. I'm gonna drive check. And I'm going to drive check a Revolt Form card. It will go into my hand. The effect will activate. That's what I'm counting on. He's at 4 damage. About to be at 4 damage. That's a shame. However, I only attacked for my trigger. Oh, that would have been so nice. 2. Not what I wanted, but I do have an extra crit on my big guy right here. SpongeBob, big guy. Like that sound. Big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy. Alright, he's down to 4 cards in the hand. He has 2 interceptors on the board. Wait, I have a Revolt Form card in my hand? How did that happen? No, I don't. No, I don't. That just got my hopes up. I don't appreciate him getting my hopes up like that, but sometimes it'd be like that. He boosted with the 15,000 guards. 3 cards in his hand now. Attacking with 30,000. 15,000 is going to cut it. He's going to have to use 2 cards. He's allowing that to go through. Wait, 2 crits. That's it. Let's crit 2. 5 damage. Ain't that always the way? However, he's at 5, I'm at 2. I love triggers though, it's so much fun. He's still at Soul 8, which helps tremendously. Okay, I think I want to protect against this in case he... Do I though? Yeah, I'm going to. Alright, we're gonna hit him with a 15, push me at 28, so even if he does get a drive check that's successful, 1 out of 2 anyways, I shall still be protected against. He is going to give that power up to his rear guard. And he whips on the second one, so that was his correct choice. He's still at crit 1 on the 2 remaining attacking units. He's trying to get rid of my big guys. SpongeBob, big guy. Do I have a 5,000 to block with? I do, so I shall. No attack while you're attacking, but no destruction for you, Masaru. I'm gonna beat you this time. I have leveled up, as they say. Ooh, you're attacking my Vanguard? You ballsy chump. I'm gonna hit you with a 15,000 guard because I have another in my hand and 2 Sentinels. So I really have nothing to fear. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I've decided it. And people like to think that manifestation works. And I would like to be one of those people. So it starts right here, right now. I'm just gonna win. All right. I still have no Revo form card in my hand, but I can play a booster to my rear guard and another booster to my other rear guard, and I will end the main phase attack with my Vanguard. I'm going to drive check. He's gonna guard with 2 cards because he's scared of my triggers. Oh, oh, it's happening! And I get a draw trigger. He's at 28,000. That would put me at 23. Not enough. So I'm gonna give it to my weaker of the 2, which is this one. I'm going to then see the ability activate, which I theorize to happen. Yes. Boom. Effect activates. Resolve this one. Counter blast. I don't know what just happened there. Counter blast. I should have taken more damage so I could counter blast both of them. But that would have been like, stop it, he's already dead. But boost my Vanguard. This deck is freaking sweet. And I shall attack with my Vanguard, because why would you not do that? He guards with a 50,000 over trigger, which seems a little unnecessary, you know what I'm saying? No, like, come on now, we're friends. We were on the same team as of 15 minutes ago, and you're gonna guard with an over trigger? A Sentinel he guards with. He is down to 3 cards in hand. 1 Interceptor, and 13,000 power Vanguard. I have 26,000 coming at him. He's going to have to do something. If he heals again, I'm going to lose it. 23 is not enough. Let's go. I lost twice. I learned from my mistakes, and I won the 3rd time. Fun fact, in Dear Days 1, the protagonist Yuki has a special ride animation for every Vanguard in the game. In Dear Days 2, Yuki only has the animation for a signature Vanguard. Grace? Dang, Yuki got nerfed? I like Yuki so far. I won't backseat too much as there is a chance crit is good at least. Yeah, I don't know why the effect triggers when you have no Revo dress card. Yeah, they got my hopes up big time, didn't it? And damn, that hurts. Definitely referring to the heal trigger, right? You really are good. Thank you, Masaru. I kind of knew that. I am the pro tag, of course. I see losing is what gives you the drive to win. That's an Ichidochi. I knew you'd figure it out. Even if you lose, you just have to keep on playing Vanguard. There's no way you'll lose again next time. Well, I guess that last part isn't very convincing coming from me. No, it makes more sense coming from you than anyone else. Doyu! Yuki loves saying Doyu! I'm happy. I really got to join Tsuketsuka, but I could never win. I lost again and again. That's where my nickname came from. I wanted to show them. All I wanted was to win. What's his nickname? I forgot. Do we know his nickname? You don't need to concern yourself with winning, he said. Losing is a chance to become stronger. If you do that, you'll win next time. That's why you should enjoy Vanguard more, he said. You won't believe how hard that hit home, and after that, I started getting a few wins here and there. Enjoying Vanguard, huh? I was so desperate to win that I never considered that. Well, yeah, of course. You've been winning the whole time after all. You fought so hard to help me and the others that you ended up like this. It's only natural you didn't notice how fun it is. Tatsuki told me something before our fight. He said I lacked something, and I need to learn what it is to beat him. But I think I get it now. That's something. It must be... which means but in Japanese if you didn't know, but I bet he just wanted you not to worry about winning and have fun too. You think so? He wouldn't have said that otherwise. He wouldn't throw you a life dress like that before. What the hell does that mean? He wouldn't throw you a life dress like that before a fight?
ちょっと
Buzzkiller says, good job. Thank you, Buzzkiller. That means a lot. You mean a life vest. Whatever it's called, you should have fun and not give up like that. Even if you do lose, you just gotta dust yourself off and keep trying. That's all it takes, and that's why I just can't quit Vanguard. To be honest, I might be giving this speech to myself more than to you. I feel great, thanks. Me too. Oh, you better not tell me you're quitting Vanguard, okay? I want to keep fighting with everyone. Wait a second. Matana. See you tomorrow at the store. Wait a second, didn't you just say Setsugetsuka like split up again? Simply to join Vanguard, huh? Okay then, I've made up my mind. So is Setsugetsuka back? Or are we still disbanded? Persona draw? I get a new card? Like a serpent alien queen? Not really my thing, but I'm sure it is someone's thing. Alright, the cool guy's back. Cool guy with cool colors, yellow and blue. I love those that color combination. Tatsuki Bunkyo.
たつきさん
Tatsuki-san, I like to fight me. I like you to fight me. I don't care about who wins and who loses. I just want
わかった
Wakata.
見せてもらうよ
Why don't you show me your Vanguard? Alright. I just did Teacher Sanctuary. Stokia, I did that. Obviously, I did Bruce. I haven't done these two. Dragon Graduled? That reminds me of Rainbow Dragon, and that is a deck I liked in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I shall choose you!
お願いします
Another new deck? Who is this? Ooh, Nordlinger is fun. I love her playstyle. Maybe it's for me. I'm not sure how easy it is to build a whole deck from scratch in this game. I've just been using and doing the decks that they've given me, which seems to be enough to advance in the game, which is all I've been after so far. Alright, let's see what I'm going to exchange. A trigger? A trigger? And is this a trigger? No, it's not. We're gonna confirm those.
スタンドアップ
I got another trigger in my hand, that's not great for me.
私のターンドロー
When this unit is rode upon by Demonic Stone Dragon Jewel Mule, call this to the rear. Don't mind if I skidoo. Now, do I have anything that says if I discard it, cool things will happen? Brrr, no. Will this unit boost? No. No. Hatsune Miku got a new hairstyle apparently. I shall just send away a trigger with a 5,000 guard ability. I shall... He's at 6, these are 8s, and they have a boost ability, so I shall boost. Well, not boost, I'll call. Call them there. This has a boost ability as well, but let me read it again. When this is placed in the rear, if you have Vanguard Jeweled in its card name, Soul Blast 1. Choose a card from your drop, put in your soul, and this unit gets +2 until end of turn. That seems like it could be impactful in coming turns, so I'm not going to call it now. I shall just end the phase. You know, not so bad. The DLC, it was expands and impacts most decks. Early is fun, it's easier to upgrade the starter decks. The Revo Dress deck is pretty good and straightforward with the better cards. Hey, I was just playing the Revo Dress, Kumatos. Also, thank you for coming by, saying hi, and checking me out, Kumatos. Appreciate you. And I actually really did enjoy that Revo Dress deck. It's not so bad without DLC. I see. Maybe that will be my stretch goal, is to build a deck from scratch. I do love deck building. Ooh, he got rid of one of his Sentinel cards. Is it true that you can only have so many Sentinels in your deck? If so, that makes it even better. I'll take both of these. Don't mind if I skidoo.
ダメージチェック
2 whiffs in a row. I love that early on. That means my deck is even more chock full of triggers, but I just drew a trigger which is not as cool. Two 15,000s, the 5,000s here. Let's get rid of the 5,000. We shall activate the ability, which says when you roll upon it, I can call upon it, I believe. So I shall put that in my rear. I have no grade 2s, which means that this is less cool. Ooh, I can Soul Blast and boost a unit by 2. These are 8, so that's actually kind of impactful now. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth calling that yet. I'm gonna say it's not worth calling that yet. So I'm gonna end the main phase, go to the battle phase, attack first. No, I'm not. I'm gonna attack first. I'm gonna hit cancel, and I'm gonna attack with my 8,000, forcing him to decide whether or not to guard against it. He's only at 0 damage, so of course he's not going to. A heal trigger happens to heal nothing, but it does boost him to 18. But I do have 18,000 power, so that was a good choice of battle order. I almost made a mistake and battled in a different order, but I did not. Power plus. He's gonna no guard again. I have a front trigger, so it's a moot point after all. The order didn't matter in the end, because I would have been able to attack with all of my units regardless. When this unit attacks the Vanguard Soul Charge, don't mind if I skip I will again. It seems like the soul is an important part of this Jewel deck. Put it into your soul, so it goes back into my soul. That's good to know. I shall attack with 18,000, and will he guard against this attack? He is not. He's going to 3 damage. So I've taken a little bit of a lead. This game loves cheerleaders. It seems like almost every deck has some form of a cheerleader. Until you have Jeweled on your Vanguard circuit. It's not worth until you have... Okay, I think that's referencing this card right here, the grade 1 that I have. I think that's what Buzz is referencing. At least I hope so. Okay. I'm at 2 damage, he's at 3. I have 15,000. I have 3 15,000s in hand. I'm gonna take this attack, go to 3, which means that heal triggers are online. Ooh, that's nice. That's gonna make it harder for him to attack. Nay, impossible for him to attack. Which means I'm only taking 1 damage this turn. He's hoping for a trigger. This mad lad's hoping for a trigger. I'm gonna give him an opportunity. He whiffs. Of course he whiffs, he's a bum. He's not a bum, he's actually a cool guy, I like Hudson. He's gonna try to attack my 1 unit. I've kind of been putting my hopes and dreams in this 1 unit. So it would be a shame to let it die now. So it might be worth spending a 5,000 on it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm really hoping to get as much value from these boost effects as possible. Plus, look at this guy. He looks like a nefarious son of a gun. And I'm hoping that the nefariosity is going to impact my opponent negatively. No effect, no effect, and no effect. So it matters not what I send away. So I'm not going to send Pink Hair Hatsune Miku. I'm going to send some random Jabronski. Rydell! When this attack, Soul Charge, 3 more different grades, draw a card. Okay. Boom! Did I get it? I got a grade 2 in my hand. Finally! Let's move my right unit to the back row. Let's call upon my grade 2. Then we're gonna WN phase. We're going to attack with my Vanguard, hoping for a successful drive. We're gonna Soul Blast. Ooh, that's a good looking card. I like that. That reminds me of Red Eyes. This guy's cute. I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do that one, and I guess I'm gonna do all the ones available to me. I can't do that one. I can do this. B.
この勝負私に分がありそうね
Man, that's a cool
スキル
card.
発動
Blow boost. He's going down to 1.
ドライブ
I should have read, but it's nice to be surprised every once in a while. I'm gonna boost this card because he's a weakling as of right now. Going to 18. Drive check. 2 successful drives. 18 versus 18, but this has a boost effect, so I'll boost this one once
パワー
again.
プラス
He is going to
アタック
more damage. That is quite the animation. I bit him. My Little Pony goes into his damage zone. I shall attack with the weaker of the two onto his Vanguard, which he's basically going to have to spend a lot of
スキル
resources.
発動
Soul Charge! Yeah, but it's been a lot of resources if he wants to block either of these upcoming attacks. Another cheerleader, he's at 5 damage already. And we're going to be attacking for the third and final time with 28,000 against Wowza. There goes his over trigger. At least I know where it is, so I don't have to think about it any longer. Not that I was.
ターンエンド
スタンド&ドロー
Alright, it's 5 to 3
これ
damage.
が本当のファイターライトスキル発動
He's back to 13,000 power. 5 is he has Soul 5. Counter blasted. Skill of the My Little Pony. Soul is at 6. Lots of things happening. He plays an order card,
オーダー発動
or at least he shows an order card. Soul is at
ガード
11.
このスキルで決着をつける
Animation happens.
パワープラス
Although Tatsuki is the cool character, his deck is kind of lame in my opinion. I am going to read his card. Look at the top 3 cards of the deck, choose one among them, and put it into your hand. Choose up to 1 unit card from among them. Call it to the rear. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your soul has 8 or more cards with different names, choose one of your rear cards with plus 10,000 on turn. If your soul has 13 or more cards with different card names, that's crazy. Choose all of your rear guards instead. That is nuts. But he's only at 13, you know what I'm saying? It's like, really? Just 1. I'm gonna do it. It seems good. It seems mad decent. So I'm gonna say D confirmed.
ドライブチェッククリティカルトリガークリティカルプラスパワープラス
He gives crit 2
クリティカルトリガー
to another unit.
クリティカルプラス
He could have gotten through if he gave them both to his Vanguard, and that's crit 3. Holy guacamole.
ヴァン
I
ガードにアタック
am going to let that go through. I'm gonna take the
ガ
attack.
ードダメージチェック
Damage goes into my damage
ヴァンガードにアタッ
zone.
ク
And I'm going to use everything that I have. That's for sure. I thought for a second I had a Sentinel, but apparently I do not. That puts me at 28. That puts me at 33. That puts me at 38. And that puts me at 43. So that should be a successful guard. My hand is down to 2, his hand is at 5.
ガー
Okay, let's go, baby.
ターンエン
ド私のターンドロー
The music changed, does that mean I win? A grade 3? I'm gonna choose to say end the ride phase without writing. I'm gonna move that into my rear zone. I'm gonna call upon it to my left zone. I have a booster here. So in fact, I'm gonna call, no, wait, cancel. I forgot, I have one of these, which will further boost the cause. I will end the phase. I will attack with my Vanguard
ヴァンガー
first,
ドにアタック
hoping for a successful drive. Automatic effect happens. Nothing automatic about it if I have to select yes every time. He guards against it with 2 cards, 33 versus 21.
ドライブチェック
One of them was an interceptor. The drive goes to my hand. It's another grade 3. A crit happens. 33 versus 21. That's not good enough, so I will give it to my beefy boy in my left-hand side of the field, making it 23 all by his lonesome. He is down to 4 cards in hand. His Vanguard is at 13,000 power. I will choose to do the attack with my right. Units. Automatically resolve the effect by boosting it further to 20,000, I believe. 28,000 is what his guard is with a... Wait, how did he get that? Where did that come from? I thought he just had 3 cards in his hand. Is he going to successfully guard against all of my attacks? That would be redonkulous and not appreciated in the slightest. Alright, we will resolve this effect. This one first. This one second. We will counterblast with this one. Further boosting me to 41, and he has a Sentinel after all. Alright, things are not looking too good for me. Because I'm at 4 damage. I didn't need to activate that. One less, but even if that was there still, it really didn't do anything because it didn't have intercept. The intercept ability. Okay. 3 beefy boys are coming at me, and I'm at 4 damage. Okay. I shall guard with a 15 and hope he doesn't get a crit. No, I can't. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I have 5,000 intercept, 5,000 guard. He has 23 plus 18 here. Okay. I don't think there's a way out of this. I don't think there is. Because if I block this, I'm just gonna guard against it. I was thinking about not, but then if he gets a crit, and he does. He does get a crit. He does get a crit, and I don't have a Sentinel. Okay. I do like this deck. We're gonna say no guard, but I don't think I played optimally. I played in a fun way though, with the back row all being the same. Like heal trigger. I'm at 4. That's crazy. I should have taken the damage. That's crazy. Okay. I mean, I can do over trigger, right? I think that's my only way out of this. Yes. Over trigger. Ooh. Damn. Damn. Let's think about that. What would have been a better thing to have done than the way we played. Whew. I don't think my choices of when to guard were the best. Draju's playstyle is to power down the opponent's Vanguard so you can go ham on your opponent when they spend too much guard. Yeah, I think I mistimed that as well. Interesting deck. Interesting deck, indubitably. Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna end there in the latest episode of my Dear Days 1 playthrough. Not much has happened. We learned a life lesson from Masaru of losing is okay. And then we lost the following game against Tatsuki. But we did learn with Kier Sanctuary, which was a fun deck to play against. Play with, I should say, not against. So overall, pretty fun. But that's it for today's episode of the Dear Days 1 playthrough. I hope everyone that's hung out with me, Buzzkiller, for example, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And the plan is to stream again later today, I should say. But match together in Arena. You just need to set up Soul More to do your Drajul skill. Yeah, I think back-to-back Drajul effects would have went ham for sure. Drajul is a fun deck. I think I'm going to continue playing with it in the next stream of Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days 1. Alright guys, that's enough rambling from me. I will hopefully see you guys soon. If not, have a great day, great week, whatever it may be. I'm going to end the stream.